Hello everybody, TheSussexBiker here. Been a while since I've done a vlog. We're just on the 14th of March today, 2026, and this is probably only the second or third decent day this year so far that we've had. We have had as much of the UK as a bucket ton of rain. Going on here, yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, I had to concentrate then. We've had a bucket ton of rain in the UK this year, January, February, March. It's been, I think, nearing on 200% more than average rainfall. And the roads have been severely flooded, especially around where I live. Stay there. Oh, fuck me! What the fuck? Wow. It all happens to me, doesn't it? Fuck me. Well, should we try for a third time? We have had, I think it's somewhere near 180, 200% more rainfall in January and February. And the roads, especially around where I live, have been extremely flooded. There's lots of potholes, lots of mud, all the stuff's washing off the hills. There's just not been any opportunities to ride. I did get out a couple of weekends ago, but only for an hour or so. But anyway, hope everyone's alright, and yeah, I'm just glad to be back out on two wheels. So really this is just a camera test. I've just upgraded my camera equipment. I've got a DJI Osmo Action 5 and a Mic 3, and we're just testing it out. I think it should be, if I've got it set it right, should be shooting in 2.7K. Got an ND filter on. I think I've gone with the number 8. Probably could have gone to a 16, but yeah, just going to see how this footage turns out really. And yeah, just wobble my way around and get some miles under my belt. I've been itching, absolutely itching to get out, as I'm sure most motorcyclists that aren't hardcore bikers in the UK have been, because it has been a long winter. It really has. It's honestly, the rain, if you live in the UK, I don't need to tell you how bad the rain has been, but it has been so bad. Just, yeah, it's I can't remember how, you know, that it's been this bad for a while really. But I mean, the roads are starting to dry out, but probably like the rest of the UK, there are so many potholes and uneven road surfaces. It's insane really. Hopefully they'll get round to fixing them and not putting down my favourite road surface, which is tar and chip. That's another story. Really can't stand that stuff, it's horrible. So yeah, I'm just going to do a sort of one of my favourite loops really. Hopefully the roads won't be too shitty. Well, I might just dispatch this fucker. It's clear, we're going. Just like that. As you can probably see, I'm on a different bike. When I was last videoing, I was on an R1250 RS. This is an R1300 RS. Yeah, what can I say? When it was announced, I was like, yes, and then I saw the pictures and I was like, yes. And I thought, well, I've got to have one. You know, I've got to have one. So I'd gone quiet because I was making sure that car's not going to pull out. Yeah, look at that road. See what's on about bad roads. Speed in. It's so easy to speed. the trouble is, I don't know about where everyone else lives, but around here, around Sussex, they seem to be lowering the speed limits all the time. More bad road surface there, look. This used to be a national, and now it's a 40. But you still get people up your behind trying to push you along. I don't understand it, you know. I'm all for speed, but in appropriate places, and you know, sometimes you've just got to be mindful of your surroundings, haven't you? And we can't ride everywhere at 100 miles an hour as much as we want to. So yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so it's R1300 RS. I got it, I think it was the end of September last year, and I was umming and ahhing because I'm a softie and I don't ride through the winter. I was like, do you know what? I'm not going to run it in. I'm just going to keep it in the garage, and we'll wait till this year. But I did cram the miles in and get it serviced in October, which was wet. It's the UK. This bike got absolutely plastered. But I did get the first service checked off, so that was good. So now I can just ride it and I've got to worry about rev limiters or anything like that. But I've got to say, I'm really, really happy with this bike. It is, you know, for the short time I have ridden it, I can tell straight away it's such an improvement over the R1250 RS. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the R1250 RS. It is a brilliant, brilliant bike. If I could have afforded to keep that and get this, I would have done, but I couldn't. And I was really, really sad when that bike went. It was a beautiful looking bike. It's the only, I've had 3 RSs up to that one, and this is my 4th. But that was the only one I would have chosen in the colour I would have chosen, if you see what I mean. So the first one I had was an R1200 in black. Probably wouldn't have chosen black. And the second one was like a metallic-y blue, which was okay, but again, I wouldn't have chosen that colour. It's actually nice to have a bike. I'm lucky enough to be able to buy a new one. I've had, you know, but in a colour that I choose. I know it's not to everyone's taste, and I know that most people think this is an old man's colour, but when it was, you know, on the configurator, it was blue, triple black, which I don't like the triple black. The performance version, but you can't have panniers, or you couldn't at the time when the bike was. I think they do a kit now, or they're doing a kit, or people have done it, but at the time it was like, no, this is a performance version and you can't have panniers. And as I like to go to Europe, I thought, well, that's no good. So, and I saw this and I was like, this is amazing. I like this colour. Well, I liked it on the configurator. I wasn't sure. I said to my mate Jeff, what am I going to do if it turns up and it's the wrong colour? Or, you know, not the wrong colour, but, you know, I don't like it. It's like different, or that's going to be a really awkward conversation with the dealership. Like, I don't like it, but you know, when I saw it, it was just like, yeah, this is amazing. I fell in love with it straight away. So yeah, I'm quite happy with my choice, to be honest. I know a lot of people hate on this colour and this version of it. There's been some interesting comments about the option 719 from people. But it's like anything in life, you get people that like things and people that hate things, don't you? So we're all different, and that's what makes the world the place it is. But yeah, I'm just glad to get out. Yeah, even though it says 60 on my dash, it's not, it's a 40 this is now. So what else has been going on with me since I probably vlogged? I've done the Institute of Advanced Motorists test, which I passed. You probably wouldn't think it from looking at my riding today, but I'm a little rig rusty. Like I say, I've been for 4 months, but I did learn a whole ton of stuff, really. Yeah, it was very enjoyable. I wanted to get a first, but I didn't get a first, unfortunately. But it has helped my riding. They teach you a lot of stuff that's really useful to keep you alert and to, oh, see, look at the water. Unbelievable. I have this running joke with my mate Jeff that even on the driest of days I can find water, and I always find it, and I just found it there. I just don't want to get my bike splattered in crap, because I'm a bit OCD and anal when I clean. I mean, if I do a clean, it takes me about 6-7 hours to clean a bike, or to clean my bikes, you know. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, the speed limits are getting lowered almost weekly, it seems. I mean, pretty soon you won't be able to. Nationals are disappearing. You know, think about that. It's not good. Someone did say to me, or in our group, that apparently the reasons that the local authorities do it is because if they designate it as a lower speed limit, it means they don't have to maintain it as much or something. But I don't know whether that's true or not. But there's a lot of potholes as well, a lot of uneven road surfaces and potholes that have developed from the wet and the cold and the freezing over winter. So yeah, I've got a Euro tour planned later on in the year in July, going to France and Germany. We did go last year. I didn't film it. To be honest, it wasn't the best. The weather again. We went in June last year, and the weather was terrible. As soon as we got into Germany from France, it was about, I think it was the second or third day, the heavens opened and it just didn't seem to stop. We had a day specifically earmarked to stay in Germany, so that we could explore around the Black Forest, because I do love that area. But we did go out and ride, but we got absolutely soaked. And then we went from the Black Forest to just outside, I can't remember the name of the place now, it'll come to me at some point, but just we were near the Vosges basically, so we could actually, you know, explore some of the roads around the Vosges. But again, it absolutely peed down. We did try and go out, and I decided that I wasn't going to ride that day because it was dangerous. It was foggy, the rain was sideways, the roads were wet and greasy, and it was just, no, it was no fun. So we came back from that one with a little bit of a sour taste in our mouth, really, because we didn't get the full potential of being away. So I'm hoping that this year, my fingers, toes and everything else is crossed, that we'll have better weather. We're going to France and Black Forest again, and then I'm going to France in September just for a mini weekend, just as the last hurrah before the winter kicks in. So yeah, that's kind of what's been happening with me, really. 4 months not riding. You start to question your sanity. I need this for my chi, you know, for my mental health. I need to ride, and it's really, really hard when I can't. Oh, but you can go out in the rain, yeah, all right, if you want to spend a day cleaning the bike afterwards and drying your kit out, and, you know, having to miss potholes that are hidden by deep puddles. It's no fun. It's no fun if you can't just ride, you know, and just look at the road and just ride. You've got to keep thinking, where's the pothole? Is there a pothole under that puddle? You know, it's no fun. And I take my hat off to you guys and girls that ride in all weathers, you know, speeding. It is so easy to speed on this bike. It is too easy. I mean, here's a case in point. They've made this Petworth, if you didn't know, they've made this a 20, and hardly anybody does 20 through here, but it's a 20. It used to be a 30, and it is really, really difficult to keep this bike at 20. So anyway, I'm going to make this a short one. Probably bored you enough already. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.